Born on 4 June, 1967, Kathleen Megan Folbigg is an Australian serial child killer who was convicted of murdering her 3 infant children, Patrick Allen, age 8 months, Sarah Kathleen, age 10 months and Laura Elizabeth, age 19 months. She was also convicted of the manslaughter of her 4th child, Caleb Gibson, age 19 days. The murders took place between 1989 and 1999. She was exposed when her husband discovered her personal diary, which detailed the killings, and contacted the police. Imprisoned at Silverwater Correctional Complex, Folbigg was originally sentenced to 40 years imprisonment, with a non-parole period of 30 years, but on appeal this was reduced to 30 years, with a non-parole period of 25 years. She maintains her innocence, claiming the 4 children died from natural causes. Results from genetic analysis that was presented 19 August, 2020, indicated that the causes of death were natural causes due to a mutation called COM2. On 8 January 1969, Kathleen Folbigg's biological father, Thomas John Taffy Britton, murdered her mother, Kathleen May Donovan, by stabbing her 24 times. Following her father's arrest on the day after the murder, Folbigg was made a ward of the state and placed into foster care with a couple. On 8 July 1970, she was removed from their care and placed into Bidgera Children's Home. 2 months later, Folbigg moved into a permanent foster care placement. This arrangement lasted until she was a young adult. She left school at the age of 15, and married Craig Gibson Folbigg in 1987. Caleb Gibson Folbigg, born on 1 February 1989, was known to breathe noisily and was diagnosed by a pediatrician to be suffering from a mild case of laryngomalacia, something he would eventually outgrow. He was otherwise born healthy. On 20 February, Folbigg put Caleb to sleep in a room adjoining the bedroom she shared with her husband. During the night, Caleb stirred from midnight until 2 a.m. Found by Folbigg, the death was attributed to cot death. Patrick Allen Folbigg was born on 3 June 1990. Craig remained at home to help care for his wife and baby for 3 months after the birth. On 18 October, Folbigg put Patrick to bed. Craig was awakened by the sounds of his wife screaming and found her standing at the baby's cot. He noticed the child wasn't breathing and attempted to revive him by cardiopulmonary resuscitation. An ambulance was called and Patrick was taken to hospital. He would later be diagnosed to be suffering from epilepsy and cortical blindness. On 18 February, 1991, Folbigg telephoned her husband at work to report Patrick's death, saying it's happened again. Following their second loss, the couple moved to Thornton, New South Wales, a suburb of Maitland. Sarah Kathleen Folbigg was born on 14 October 1992, and died on 29 August, 1993. In 1996, the couple moved to Singleton. On 7 August 1997, Laura Elizabeth Folbigg was born. On 27 February, 1999, Laura died. Folbigg's trial lasted 7 weeks. The prosecution alleged Folbigg murdered her 4 children by smothering them during periods of frustration. During a jury replay of Folbigg's police interview, she attempted to run from the courtroom. The defense made the case that Folbigg did not kill or harm her children and that she did not think that Craig was responsible either. Although prosecution witnesses were concerned about the lack of prodromal, early warning, symptoms in any of the children, the defense posed natural explanations for the events such as cot death and, in the case of Laura's death, myocarditis. The defense highlighted that Folbigg was a caring mother, pointing to journal entries that showed the care and concern that she gave her children. Some of her acquaintances gave statements to investigators about her caring nature. The defense pointed out that there were no direct admissions to the killings in Folbigg's journal entries, and that any entries indirectly suggesting her responsibility could be chalked up to a typical grieving mother's guilt. Folbigg appeared genuinely distraught to ambulance and police responders to the scene. They pointed out that no physical evidence could link Folbigg to murder. It was an entirely circumstantial case with very little consensus among the scientific experts who testified at trial. On 21 May 2003, Folbigg was found guilty by the Supreme Court of New South Wales jury of the following crimes: 3 counts of murder, 1 count of manslaughter and 1 count of maliciously inflicting grievous bodily harm. On 24 October 2003, Folbigg was sentenced to 40 years imprisonment with a non-parole period of 30 years. On the 7th of February 2005, the court reduced her sentence to 30 years imprisonment with a non-parole period of 25 years on appeal. Due to the nature of her crimes, Folbigg resides in protective custody to prevent possible violence by other inmates. On the 22nd of August 2018, New South Wales Attorney General Mark Speakman announced there would be an inquiry into the convictions, to ensure public confidence in the administration of justice. It was in response to a petition presented by her supporters. The petition appears to raise a doubt or question concerning the evidence as to the incidence of reported deaths of 3 or more infants in the same family attributed to unidentified natural causes in the proceedings leading to Ms. Folbigg's convictions, he said. However, in the 500-page report, released in July 2019, a former chief judge of the district court found he did not have any reasonable doubt as to the guilt of Kathleen Megan Folbigg for the offenses of which she was convicted. Folbigg's legal team promptly requested a further judicial review of her case, citing bias during the inquiry. However, Justice Reginald Blanche found the inquiry reinforced her guilt. Despite being warned by the judge she couldn't rerun the inquiry that reiterated her guilt, in August 2020, Folbigg's legal team launched legal action against Justice Blanche and NSW Attorney General Mark Speakman in yet another bid to prove Folbigg's innocence. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and press the notification bell so that you get notifications anytime we post new videos. Also remember to like, share and leave a comment on this issue. Thank you.